Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nabela. I'm from International Business Administration Semester 6A from State Polytechnic of Bengkalis. In this great opportunity, I would like to present about Business Process Reengineering or BPR and Lean Operation. In the first slide, we talk about the definitions of Business Process Reengineering or BPR. Generally, the topic of BPR involves discovering how business processes currently operate, how to redesign these processes to eliminate the wasted and or redundant effort and improve efficiency, and how to implement the process changes in order to gain competitiveness. The aim of BPR, according to Sherwood Smith, 1994, is seeking to devise new ways of organizing tasks, organizing people, and redesigning IT systems so that the processes support to organizations to realize its goals. The book Reengineering, the Cooperation and Manifesto for Business Revolution by Hammer and Champy, 1993, is widely referenced by most BPR researchers and is regarded as one of the starting points of BPR. According to Hammer and Champy, 1993, reengineering is the fundamental rethinking and radical redesigns of business processes to achieve dramatic improvement in critical contemporary measures of performance such as cost, quality, service, and speed. And this definition you can find 4 important keywords. First, fundamental. Why do we do what we do? And why do we do it the way we do? Reengineering ignores what is and concentrates on what should be. Second, radical. Disregarding all existing structures and procedures and inventing completely new ways of accomplishing work. Third, dramatic. Used for quantum leaps in performance, not used for small jumps. Fourth, process. The most important keyword, collection of activities taking multiple inputs to create an output that is of value to the customers. Moving to the next slide, in this slide we have benefits of business process reengineering trend. First, reduce cost and cycle time. Second, helps to improving quality. And then we have advantage and risk of BPR. First, advantage of BPR. Satisfaction. A big advantage of reengineering is that the work becomes more satisfying because the workers get a greater sense of completion, closures, and accomplishment for their job. And then growth to knowledge. It is much more important to get the widespread knowledge of the whole process, and there are no such things as mastering a job. As a worker's expertise and experience grow, his or her job grows with it. And then solidarity to the company. Workers in a reengineered process spend more time on value-adding work and less time on work that adds no value. Their contribution to the company increase. And then demanding jobs. If the old model was simple tasks for single people, the new one is complex jobs for smart people, which raises the bar for entry into the workplace. And then authority. In the reengineered companies, don't want employees who can follow rules. They want people who will make their own rules. Management leaders must also give them the authority to make the decision needed to get it done. Second, risk of re-engineering. 1. Resistance to the change. Employees will be most concerned about their job status of the re-engineering. They will often show this by promoting opposition to the plan. Second, drawbacks to business process re-engineering. Unfortunately, many companies implement BPR as a fact, forgetting completely about the people involved. BPR will not be successful if the company flagellates. Third, higher demands to the workers. Empowering the workers is an inevitable step in a re-engineered process. And then, in the next slide, we have BPR implementation, business process reengineering steps. Reengineering process focuses on redesigning a process as a whole, which includes fundamentally rethinking how the organizational work should be done in order to achieve dramatic improvement. There are 5 steps in implementation BPR. Step 1. Set the vision and business goals. This is where the senior management needs to identify the business situations, customer expectations, competitions, opportunities, etc. Step 2. Establish a competent team. The team you select needs to be cross-functional because expertise and perception from all levels levels of the organization are necessary to minimize the chance of failures. Step 3. Understand the current process. In this step, you need to select the processes that you will be redesigning, such processes that are broken, cross-functional, value-adding, have bottlenecks, or have high impact on the organizations, and etc. can be prioritized. Step 4. Redesign the process. Keeping your vision in mind, redesign a new process that effectively overcomes the inefficiencies of the previous process. Step 5. Implement the re-engineer process. Once the process has been redesigned, you can run a small test to see how it works by monitoring with the KPIs you have defined earlier. This will allow you to make necessary adjustments to the process before implementing it company-wide. And in the last slide, we have definition of lean operation. It is derived from the Toyota production systems, and its objective is to increase the value-added work by eliminating losses and reducing unnecessary work. Lean operation is a business strategy driven by the principle of doing more with less. It is a minimalist approach to running a business, improving day-to-day operations. The ultimate goal of creating a lean environment is to cut costs and eliminate wasted energy, resources, and time. And here is a short video about BPR about Ford versus Mazda. Let's watch in the video.
When it comes to improving business processes, sometimes all the fine-tuning in the world isn't enough. This Quality Minute looks at how one company improved accuracy, delighted vendors, and reduced costs when they totally re-engineered a traditional accounting process.
Sometimes something is so far gone you can't fine-tune it anymore. You've just got to start from scratch. A number of years ago, Ford Motor Company had over 500 people in their accounts payable department. Most of their time was spent matching vendor invoices to purchase orders, shipping receipts, and warehouse documents. When everything matched, the vendor got paid. But 90% of the time, there wasn't a match. Just imagine Ford's astonishment when they visited their friends at Mazda in Japan. Mazda didn't have 500 people in their accounts payable department. They had 6. And yet, with only 6 people, Mazda had no trouble matching purchase orders and invoices. Why? Because there were none. Mazda totally re-engineered the process. They built long-term collaborative partnerships with key suppliers. For example, Mazda knows precisely how many cars it makes. Every car has a windshield. Never made a car without one. Mazda automatically pays its windshield supplier based on the weekly production rate times an agreed unit cost. Simple. Mazda's re-engineered accounting process taught Ford an important lesson. You have to know when to stop fine-tuning something that no longer works. Sometimes it's better to start from scratch and make beautiful music with a brand new instrument. I'm Howland Blackiston of Juran Institute.
From the video, we know that the differences between Ford and Mazda. A number of years ago, Ford Motor Company using so many people in the department, but the time there wasn't much. While Mazda in Japan totally re-engineered the process, so they have no trouble matching purchase order and invoices. I hope it can add your knowledge, and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.